Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Do you remember that? I can't remember who said it. Was it Mahatma Gandhi, who said that first they will ridicule you, then they will attack you, then they will try to do this to you, and then and then they will join you, and then you win, or something like that. Maybe I combine two individuals in one statement, but something like that. So this is what's going on right now globally regarding the Israeli situation over there. First, they try to, if you have a different take on the issue, they will try to ridicule you. Then they will try to call you names associated with bad connotations. And then they will try to do even more. And then when they will realize that that's too many of the group that they try to disperse and shame, when they see it's too many, they're gonna join. They're gonna sign all kind of petitions. We're with you, because they don't want to be on the losing side. So what's going on here? These guys lost control of the information. They're not in charge. They don't have the monopoly of the information anymore. And I'm talking the mainstream mass media that did whatever it wanted for 70 years, 80 years, mainly, when they turned rogue, I'm talking about. Where you could only hear disinformation from those 3, 4, 5 big national newspapers, and then radio, TV, and then the internet showed up, and then they lost it. They lost it because people like me can give you the information coming from other sources and give you direct examples or experience, or maybe even footage from my personal camera or my whatever camera I have, and I post it, and you have access, and I can contradict the version given by CNN or MSNBC or Fox News. Just a person. So they lost it. And that's why the next step would be this. Correlated with the issue in Israel right now and in the Ukraine to a lower extent, they will start banning. They will start infringing our rights under the reason that that's not safe for the common good or for the, common interest of some, but not us. Somehow it's only some, but we don't have concerns. The same as Russia. Everybody else, if United States decrees, has national interest and safety concerns, national security concerns, except Russia. And I'm assuming China and Iran, the bad dudes are not allowed to have national interest or, as I said, security concerns. No, only we have. And in the name of that, we can punch whomever we want, wherever we want, how much we want. So now what's going on here? I'm going to show you how these guys lost it. Agence France Presse, today, Saturday, November 11th, 2023, more than 20,000 attend pro-Palestinian rally in Brussels. Now that, you could say, is the heart of the beast. It's not the heart of the beast. It's definitely a point. The heart of the beast, you don't know where it is. Why? Because of the globalization. You don't know who's in charge. You always see, when you see these guys in Brussels or in the Washington, D.C. telling us this or voting for that or making statements and all that, this is just the speaker. The speaker, you don't see the person who's actually playing the not that guy. You only hear so you can take the speaker, you try to break it, he's got many speakers. You don't get to the source. Who's the source? You can say globalists, you can call them economic or in financial interests, but you can say, well, is Klaus Schwab. He's a coordinator over there. Yeah, he is one of little guys, but he doesn't have the guns. So you have to find the guys that protect this guy, because otherwise anyone can go and get the hell out, and he has to show up with someone who's going to defend him. Who are those guys? Well, national armies. Those are the ones that protect these guys. Their interest. Not directly, but their interest. They promote them and protect them with the judges and all that. So let's see what's going on here. They can't stop them from rallying unless they give an order and make it illegal. And when those 20,000 will be 80,000, they lost it. They have to join them. The other side, the ones that work hard for these guys not to be allowed to protest. I just covered a video, an article a minute ago regarding in Great Britain, how they want police to be able to ban pro-Palestinian protests because they're unsafe for... Oh yeah, so they will do this, but when it's not going to be 20,000, but it's going to be 80,000 showing up in the streets of London, a lot of people in London, I think London has half of them, half of London I think is foreign born. Is it? Or right? So who's going to protest these guys? It doesn't mean that half of them will be for these guys, but I'm talking about those guys who listen to that little fat guy with a smoke, with a cigar, and with his whiskey or bourbon, whatever he was drinking. Remember that guy who said, we will fight on the landing ground, we'll fight on the beaches, and we'll never surrender. Well, that's gone. Bye-bye. You are not the same guys. You now have a different color of hair, different snip. This you can lactate, even you can have more babies, or can have babies. You're different, better. But you will not go over there and say, we will never surrender. We'll find on the beaches. We're going on the landing ground. We'll find in the air. We'll find it. I know the order is not like that, but we'll never surrender. Was it good? Yeah, all right. So, no, that's not the same stock. So don't expect those 80,000 people that's going to show up in London to be opposed by 80,000 people of those guys of Brits. Nah. All right, my friends, so here it is. They're going to start banning. This is the first move. They're going to show you how much freedoms actually you have. They're going to start banning. After they call them names, they call them this bad connotation, they ridicule them. There's too many. They lost control. And those guys in charge of these guys who are going to ban these things, they know it. They know it. And what they're going to do? They're going to join. You'll see. Little by little. More than 20,000 people marched through Brussels on Saturday in a show of support for Palestinians, with many calling for a ceasefire in Gaza, which Israel is heavily bombarding. Many of the protesters yelled, "Free Palestine and stop the genocide," end quote, as they participated in a peaceful demonstration that took place on Armistice Day, a public holiday in Belgium and other countries to mark the signing of the armistice that ended the World War I. Garbage! Why? We had Adolf after that, because this guy said, we're going to destroy the same guys. We're going to destroy the Germans. They will never recover. But that crazy guy came up and they recovered to a certain extent. They got and then these guys said, okay, we can't make the same mistake. After the Second World War, they say, we can't do the same thing with the first, like we did in the First World War. They started re-education centers in Western Germany and in Eastern, and they did all kind of garbage and all that. They snipped the German folks' balls and all that. They keep them guilty, still guilty, no armies, under occupation. My girlfriend, that's a genocide right there. Cultural genocide, and not only a nation dies slowly. So yeah, the Armistice Day, great. That was great for others. Poland was created as a country again, and many territories were passed around. You remember Transylvania? My Hungarian friends now, don't be angry about it. All right, you're gonna take it back someday. I hate to say it, but you will. You know why? With the politicians, with Romanian politicians over there, and with the Americans coordinating Romania, you're gonna get it. You don't have to take it like politically. You're gonna take it economically, culturally, and so on. You'll see. And Romanians will be like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have people marching. Maybe. If Romanians lost some of then yes. All right, my friends. So, I'm waiting for these guys to start implementing mandates, sounds familiar? Mandates that you can't do this, you can't do this unless we tell you, and so on. And probably free speech is going to be even more infringed and limited for some like me and you. But not for the other side. The other side can say whatever they want. We know. Why? Because we don't parrot the narrative. We don't parrot the 1/4 of the whole issue. That it's knowable. Let's put it this way. That you can possibly know it. Yeah, we can say another quarter, and it would make it half. It's still more to be worked on. But these guys say no. Only our quarter counts for the whole thing. You're not allowed to bring anything else unless we scan it and the community guidelines agree. But somehow we're not in a community. Did you notice this? That the community is organized, I'm talking about YouTube, is organized by some, but not by others. I know that community is an inclusive community organization, but somehow it's an inclusive only if you have the right 25%, attitude. The rest, no. You're not in a community. You're not in a circle of friends. Remember that idiotic movie with that actor? What's his name? Well, it was Barbara Streisand. It was the other guy, Donald Zelensky's guy, whatever his name is, Dustin Hoffman. And it was the third one. What was the third one's name? Ben Stiller. So Ben Stiller, Barbara Streisand, and Dustin Hoffman, all three Zelensky's time in the movie, and then they put in De Niro. You remember? You're not... Hey, Fokker, that was his name. Remember? Fokker, you're not in the circle of friends. Remember? It was funny, but still. Anyway, my friends, we are not in the circle of friends. Do you feel left out? No. Whatsoever. Why? Because we have our own circle of friends. And that's the way it should be. And then we argue. We bring evidence and we debate. And that's how you find the truth. But they don't allow us to operate. And if we say something that doesn't work or doesn't work that way, banned. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.